revert it back, do you know about the piece?
I do know about the piece.
Right.
What they do not realise what went on.
He called us an angry mob, he said it was hysteria. That wasn't hysteria in the crowd, that was justified anger.
Some of you may or may not have heard of Brett Bailey, the controversial white South African artist whose work has been critically acclaimed across the world. Following major success at this year's Edinburgh Festival, Bailey's latest project, Exhibit B, features live black actors reenacting a 19th century human zoo and has been at the centre of an emotional campaign to have it withdrawn from London's Barbican Arts Centre. Some claim its racially insensitive and explicit content has crossed a moral boundary, but I'm here to investigate why Exhibit B has caused such a backlash and whether there is a place for censorship in the arts. Once I arrived in London, my first stop was the Barbican Arts Centre, where I hoped to speak with someone before Exhibit B opened at 6:30. So I've just been inside the Barbican and I was hoping to speak to someone regarding Exhibit B, but as I thought, everyone is over at the vaults at the moment, but we have been given a contact for their head of communication, so I will be emailing them tomorrow and hopefully we get a little bit more of a verbal response. Okay, so we've just arrived outside one of the entrances of the vault, and down there, right where all those people are looking, so that's basically where we need to go, so we need to find a way to get down there. So let's ask someone. Excuse me, how is it that I get to that part of the process where the events?
I'm not sure, because a lot of it's been blocked off and stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
Why is that? Why are they blocking it off if it's a protest? I thought it was
We've only just got here.
Really? Okay. Cool, let's go down there then so we can get down there. Thank you. With a gang of police officers blocking the main entrance to the vault, it was obvious they'd have to find another way in, but people were fired up and had no issue voicing their opinions to the police, or anyone else who would listen for that matter.
I didn't know these things. I had to go and research myself. I had to go to Lambeth Palace where I work and look inside documents that are only for privileged people who work in Lambeth Palace to see, to read certain things about black people and what they did for Europe in the Dark Ages. When European leaders, like, because you know the kings and queens in this country, they used to call their royal subjects, their loyal subjects, peasants, and treat them badly. So there was no welfare in this country. There was only disease, sort of disease that wasn't in Africa. So when they came here, they taught and rectified this. But we're not taught about any of this. You know why? Because it'll make black people look like they're credible human beings. But in movies, in films, in music, it's just pumped to basically seem that there's no credible individuals in the black community. And that's what's going on right now. So we've got to protest against it. At least so that people coming to see know that there's another side. Because it is subjective. And if people keep walking around with their mentalities as they are, which has been fueled by this white privilege, where we dominated the whole world.
What I'm finding really interesting is that apparently the show has been closed because there's been like a disturbance down there. But there's a whole load of police officers here who don't really look very interested in the campaign itself. And if you just look at their faces, it's just pure disinterest, which is quite...
From chaos, sometimes. But then to put in people's face, to gloat about it, because that's how black people are going to see it.
You know, it's not intentionally being racist, but I think it comes across as being degrading black skin, basically.
Do you think that he would have actually achieved anything had the exhibition gone ahead? Because he wanted to basically challenge Europeans and...
I kind of feel like, okay, so on a whole, I find it hard to find anybody that disagrees with white privilege to a really high level. I feel like it is because of the sensation of exactly how, I guess, it's close to people's homes, close to people's homes. I mean, my opinion is leave lived experience to those who have lived it, and if you do want to comment on a situation or anything like that, let it be a comment, not like a display of like lived experience.
Have you seen it?
I haven't seen it, no. I'm here to document what's going on. I don't think I'd actually want to see it anyway, because I don't think, as a piece of artwork, I don't see how it's going to achieve what it's set out to do.
You're absolutely disgusted at what you saw, but people don't know it. I mean, it's not really documented in history what they did. In fact, what's more documented is they did the same thing to white people, like the Elephant Man. So it's not a racial thing, but I think by showing this, I cannot believe one single person seeing it is going to take it lightly, is going to find it funny, is going to think in racial terms, except it is a total exploitation. And this exhibition is a total exploitation of black people by 18th century white England.
Imagine these guys giving in that.
And I think to try and stop it being shown is a big mistake.
Really?
Yeah. They do not realise what went on. And I cannot believe that anybody could fail to be shocked by this. And I think to try and stop it is senseless. It's like mob censorship, and there's no rhyme or reason for it.
Okay. So you're against basically trying to censor art in itself then?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
In any form.
On my way to meet the main group of protesters, I was stopped by a young creative who feels that elitism played a part in why Exhibit B was presented at the Vault.
I'm of the stance where I know what happens, I'm an artist, and I know what happens when there's a negotiation process, when a piece of work is going to happen in a building. And individuals say yes or no, but people hide behind the building. We the Barbican, well, actually, you're the programmer, so it's you. Yeah. And UK Arts International is one person, it's you. Yeah. You say yes or no.
So it's not taking that responsibility,
it's accountability, yeah. And I get it. I get why you would do that, because as far as you're concerned, you think you're doing the right thing. But in this instance, you're being told that you have done something that's stepped over the line as far as the black community is concerned. Because they're saying that there's other shows that are happening that are just as degrading. And I'm like, but this one is really just very violent. Yes. It's a violent, aggressive past. We're digging up some serious stuff for our people when there's violence committed on us every single day. And we see it in the press, we see it on the TV, we see it on social media all the time. And it just gets tiring.
As I finally turned the corner on the protest, the large crowd I heard earlier seemed to have disappeared. I feared the delay in getting across had meant I'd missed the action altogether. The week before, over social media, I'd managed to contact Sarah Myers from Birmingham, the lady responsible for the Boycott the Human Zoo campaign. An activist and journalist, she branded human zoos an ugly stain on European history, so it was vital to speak with her, as Sarah is a key piece in this very complex puzzle.
Oh, hi, Vicky!
Hello. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Oh, fantastic. First of all, what is it that's happened? Because when we got here, we were over the other side and we got told categorically, no, we're not able to go down there.
They've basically locked it off.
Yeah.
So the show's been cancelled tonight.
Right.
So tomorrow is obviously another day. But for now, there's no show.
Okay, are you happy with that?
I'm ecstatic.
Just
absolutely over the moon.
But what do you think is going to be cheap by just stopping it for the one night?
I think they're going to have to go and assess the response. We told them the response. We had a public debate last night. Zena was there as well at the public debate. It was a rowdy crowd, and people displayed their anger. We've come tonight. We've displayed our anger again, and our disgust at black people in cages.
Yeah. Could you explain to me a little bit about the campaign Boycott the Human Zoo and exactly what motivated you to start it?
So I saw the article. The sister that showed me the article is here, Nana, and we talked about it and we were like, this is outrageous. Started a petition, met with the Barbican, we did a public debate, we've been writing emails, we've been writing letters just about everybody that will listen. No, there's been, no, we're going ahead, and it's resulted in us coming out tonight protesting and locking off the show. So we're happy. The black community coming out and showing their disgust, and not just the black community but the white community as well coming out and saying this is outrageous. So we're happy that this has been achieved.
I mean, you've accused the Barbican of a lot of things. You know, you've said quite clearly why you felt the show was racist, and you've accused them of complicit racism.
Yeah.
Could you explain?
Well, the fact of the matter is we've explained to them that this piece is offensive and disrespectful and insulting to the black community. They have chosen to tell us no, it's not. It is black people in cages, bound up, metal pieces over their mouth for white people to come and look at them and to, you know, examine their the atrocities that they've committed through colonialism and racism to the present day. So it's gone from enslavement to the present day. We've said that's actually not the way to do that. They didn't consult the black community. They just spoke to Nitro and got actors from them, and we've said no, this is outrageous. We haven't even received an apology from the British government for colonisation, nor have we received reparations. When we talk about reparations, we're not talking about money, we're talking about holistic reparations for us as a people, and that's why it's racist. They don't understand what racism is, or they refuse to look at what racism is. They want to uphold white supremacy, white power, white privilege, white pride, and that's why we're here today to say no, enough is enough. That's it.
After news that Exhibit B had been withdrawn for tonight, I gave myself up to head back home, but things took an unexpected turn, leading to triumph in South London.
To take this show to Paris and New York. We're coming! And we've already alerted Paris and New York. And they're saying, and Africans in the diaspora and white anti-racists, no show for Brett Bailey in Paris or New York.
Respect everybody. Thank you for coming out. Thank you for your support. Kieran from The Vaults came out and has said to us that the show has been he's disappointed, but we don't care. The show has been cancelled. The show has been cancelled for the whole week. The Barbican will be issuing a statement which will probably be related to public safety, but we don't care because we came and we showed them the show will not go on, and we shut it down. We shut it down.
Just found out that for the next couple of days the exhibition has been closed down, which means that the Boycott the Human Zoo campaign has done what it wanted to do. Still raises the question actually though, whether there should be censorship in art and whether that has a place, or whether actually everyone should have freedom of speech. And I'm sure you can just about hear me speak now because the drumming is so loud. But should there be censorship in art? I don't think we know yet, but judging by these crowds, definitely so. I did contact the Barbican's head of communications for an interview to find out how much they understood about why people were angry and what they felt towards the negative attention here in London, but I failed to receive a response. They did, however, release a statement saying,
"We find it profoundly troubling that such methods have been used to silence artists and performers, and that audiences have been denied the opportunity to see this important work. Exhibit B raises, in a serious and responsible manner, issues about racism. We believe this piece should be shown in London and are disturbed at the potential implications this silencing of artists and performers has for freedom of expression."
Although I was unable to contact the man of the moment, Brett Bailey, he made his feelings very publicly known, writing an article on the Guardian newspaper online. He said the intention of Exhibit B was never hatred, fear or prejudice, but rather love, respect and outrage.